And welcome to the channel. Look at my freaking biceps. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sharon, and on this channel we discuss all things self-development and self-care. So make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are new here so you do not miss any of my upcoming uploads. Today I'm going to be planning the month of March with you guys. I'm going to be walking you guys through how I plan my month. So I have my diary, planner, life book, everything in one here, and then I have my planner here. I'm covering this because it chopped off and I was supposed to print another picture, but I haven't done that yet, so it looks ugly. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, because that way you're telling YouTube that you like this video and you want other people to see this video. So it really helps with the engagement on my videos when you guys thumbs up my videos, so please don't forget to do that. Okay, so there are a lot of things to cover in this video today. Okay, I'm gonna run you guys through my monthly planning routine real quick. Whenever I'm planning my month, I like to have a little time of reflection on what the past month was, right? So far we've done January, we've done February. So far we have lived through January 2023, we have lived through February 2023, and now we are in March. Okay, so I reflect on how the past month was for me. I write it down. Next thing I do is I write down some of the challenges I had in the month of February. Was it a good month? Was it a bad month? If it was a bad month, what happened? What are the things I struggled with? And then to end everything on a positive note, I write down my accomplishments. So in the month of January, I accomplished about 10 things, which I was really proud of. So today I'm going to be writing down the things I accomplished. Actually, I already wrote that down this morning. Wrote down the things I accomplished in the month of February, because I was genuinely feeling so hopeless, and this is why I love spending time with God, because I was feeling so sad. I was on the verge of crying because I felt like February wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be. And then I prayed, and then God was like, write down all the things you accomplished, girl, stop being dramatic. And I wrote down 14 things that I accomplished in the month of February, you guys. And it's so easy to get wrapped up in all the things that are not working for you, which is one of the purposes of this exercise, is just to draw my mind back into the fact that, okay, even when it doesn't seem like it, and even when it feels like everything is against me, I'm making progress even when I don't see it. So it's just a time of reflection to think back on everything that happened during the month and what goals would you need to carry into the new month. Okay, so that is basically the purpose of this exercise. Okay guys, so after I've written down the accomplishments, after I've written down the challenges, after I've written down the monthly reflection in general, the next thing we're going to go into is goal setting, right? So this is where the goals you set at the beginning of the year come into play. You're going to look at those goals in comparison to where you are right now. So what goals have you already accomplished? If you haven't accomplished any, that's fine. And then which goals in the grand scheme, so let's say you have 10 goals out written down, which one of those 10 goals is the most important one that you would want to focus on in the month of March. I don't believe in having or setting too many goals, because I feel like you're more productive when you have a single focus, a single vision, a centerpiece goal that somehow ties every other thing together. When you're setting monthly goals, try to make sure that it doesn't exceed 3 to 5 goals in one single month. Okay, so I'm speaking from experience, because I realized that in the past I was spell out 15 goals, 20 goals, 25 goals that I want to accomplish, sometimes in a single day or in a single month. And what I realized is that I end up not accomplishing anything, because you only have enough time, right? And then you can't really split your attention so many different ways. Well, personally, I'm not the best at multitasking. So if you're better at multitasking, then maybe you can accomplish 15 goals in a month. But I'm not that kind of person. Or at least it's something that I need to work on and develop. So I realized that instead of setting 10 different goals, 15 different goals that I want to accomplish in a month, it's much better for me if I keep it within 10, like 7 upwards or 5 upwards. So for me, right, my one goal for the month of March is my routine, and this is something that I have already been working on ever since last year, and even more consciously this year, 2023. Now, if you watched my last uni vlog, the one that has my morning routine, you will see like a little snippet of it. But that's basically my main focus for this month, establishing my monthly routine. There are new habits I'm trying to put in place in my life. The point is that your routine and the systems in your life is basically what determines how far you will go. So I need to ensure that these systems and these patterns and these habits and these routines are like on lockdown. Also, please, if you have gotten this far and you haven't liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to write down a list of everything that I have to do, every responsibility, every task, everything that has been on my to-do list since the month of February that I didn't do, that I'm carrying in to the month of March. I'm just going to make a list of that. It's going to be in 2 categories. So there's going to be a personal category and an academics category. Okay, so basically personal is my entire life, and then academics is anything school related. I really advise you do this because if you're a procrastinator, like I tend to be sometimes, it is really annoying. Like, you know you're supposed to do something and you don't do it. So making this list just takes everything from up here and puts it on paper, and then what you do after you put it on paper is you assign a date when you have to get that task done. You just have to, there's no excuses. So this kind of works for me a lot of the time. Sometimes I still procrastinate on it, sometimes I actually get it done, but either ways it's something that I always do. So I'm going to go ahead and create the personal list, and then we're going to move on to the academic list. Honestly, it can be anything. It doesn't matter how small it is. In fact, the smaller the better, because you can use the small things like make a phone call, send a text, reply somebody's DM. You can use those ones to get started, like, okay, start ticking off. And then the more ticks you have, the more your brain is like, okay, I need more ticks, so you get the other ones done as well. We're going to move on to the next step, which is basically like my entire monthly planning calendar thingy. Is going to take up the entire page. If you have like a monthly spreadsheet, then you can totally skip this process. I don't have one, rather I have one in my planner, but it's super small. It's super small, and I tend to write a lot, so these honestly cannot work. Look, it's that small. So this is the one for March, but like the boxes are too small for me to do anything with it, so I don't use it. Basically, if you have something like that, then you can skip this process I'm about to show you guys. But if you don't have one, then have fun creating a monthly spreadsheet that's to your taste. Okay, what you're going to need is a ruler and a color marker thing. I'm using this pretty color. The one for last month was pink because it was the month of love, but this is the only color I can find right now, so this is the one I'm using. basically it. After you have created your little monthly layout, you can go ahead and then insert dates, important events, your goals if they have a deadline to them. Okay guys, so that is all for today's plan with me session. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. This is basically kind of a rough run through what I usually do every single month. At the end of every month, I'll slash the beginning of a new month to ensure that I'm going into the month with direction and with focus, and to ensure that I know what I'm doing, okay? And the month is not just taking me. I don't want to be carried, I'm sorry. I want to know what I'm doing, and this really helps me know what I'm doing. So thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comment section. If anything wasn't clear, because I kind of feel like I rushed through some parts, draw my attention to it in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to explain again, or maybe, you know, put out another video going more in depth into some of the things I mentioned in today's video. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you made it this far, and to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my very next video.